I'm so tired. But what I'm going to talk about in this video is basically what having alopecia areata has taught me. And a lot of people might be like, well, it's just hair loss. What could it possibly teach you? It can actually teach you a lot of things. And that's another way to look at the disease, not as something that debilitates you, but as something that can help you grow. Originally, it taught me to be fearful and to be very wary of the way that people talk to me and the way that they interact and what their intentions are. But I've now come to overcome fear, which is, I have the wrong arm. I have the tattoo bravery on my arm because it's always been something that I've been trying to search for such a long time, and I feel like I finally found that. I no longer let my fear rule me. I use it to empower me, and in doing so, I am becoming more confident and courageous. Originally, I was self-conscious about my hair or my lack thereof. But as I thought about it more, and the more I tried to accept it, the more comfortable with it I became. It's no longer something that I hate about myself. It is something that I have come to love about myself, simply because it's a part of who I am. There are things about ourselves that we always want to change, but there are some things that we literally have no control over. My hair is not something I have control over, and I'm not interested in really trying to control it. I've essentially let go of the urge to control every little thing about myself, and in doing so, I've become more confident and loving towards myself. Which is actually a third thing that it's taught me. How to love myself. That isn't even on my list that I wrote, but hey, it helped me learn to love myself and accept the smallest flaws that I may have. Is originally I had a very narrow perspective because I was stuck in my little bubble, and everything that society told me was beautiful, I believed was beautiful, but I never saw myself in any of the things that were portrayed on TV and movies. I'd see people get married on TV or in a film. All of them have their hair done and it's beautiful, but you never see a bald bride. I was upset about it for a little while, but then once I started to think about it more, I was like, no, I can be beautiful too. There can be bald brides and they can be beautiful too. So as I said in my very first video for Alopecia Awareness Month last year, I broadened the umbrella of what I considered to be beautiful. In doing so, it made me a more compassionate person. When I was younger, I would come home crying or upset about something that a kid said or the way that they treated me or anything like that. My mom specifically told me, they don't understand. It's okay because they don't understand. It was true. They didn't understand what I was going through. You don't really care to understand when you're that young. Her saying that they didn't understand really helped me. And I think those words kind of stuck with me as I got older, because the more I thought about it, it made me realize that I don't understand a lot of things. There are a lot of things in this world that I don't understand, and there are a lot of people in this world that I don't understand. And because I don't understand them, I can't accurately judge these people because I only see a small fraction of who they are. In that moment, that's who they are. But that's not all of who they are. One thing that I can do is try to understand. If they're acting in a negative way, I can take a step back and say, oh, this person's probably not a bad person. They might just be going through something right now. What I'm going through with my alopecia might be completely different from what somebody else is going through with theirs. So I can explain my experience all I want, but that doesn't necessarily mean that another person is going through the exact same thing. But I can try to understand and identify with them because we have something in common. And as long as we have something in common with somebody, we can usually find some way to relate to them, at the very least. A professor that I used to have brought it up recently to me and reminded me that I value kindness more than other people tend to, and I always kind of have, and I think it's because of alopecia and what having this experience from such a young age has caused me to grow into, or what it's taught me, and how it's impacted my journey through life so far, and how it's probably going to continue to impact my life. The 5 things that alopecia has taught me: courage, confidence, a broader definition of beautiful, how to love myself, and compassion / how to love others and accept them for what they are. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos as much as I'm enjoying making them. Once again, if you have any questions or comments, if you want me to expand on any topic, let me know, and I will be more than happy to do so. I hope at least a few of you take something from these videos, and if I make any change in anything at all, whether it be simply raising awareness of this disease, or making a difference in the way that you perceive things, or making you feel like you're not alone, that means that I'm accomplishing something with these, and that's all I ever want to do with my life, is make some sort of difference. If there was an 8th dwarf and I was one of them, I'd be sappy. Peace, love, and happiness to all of you, and I love you guys so much. Bye, guys.